Spectacular, spectacular. How's it going, guys? Aaron on me here, bring you guys back another video. You feel me? Today we finna be reacting to that motherfucking Spider-Man trailer, No Way Home. Oh no, fuck, not No Way Home, man. I'm just so motherfucking excited, man. Fuck, man. We reacted to that motherfucking Spider-Man Brand New Day, man. Man, it's a long time coming, bro. Like, for real, for real. If you know me, you know. You know me, you know. I'm a long Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man fan forever, bro. Forever, bro. Just saying, bro. But, without further ado, shit, we might as well play this, man. Oh, my God. I can't believe this shit, bro. Oh. Afterwards, we're gonna watch a motherfucking little detail video too. One of my YouTubers that I like. I'm gonna put the original video in the description so you can support them. It's gonna be New Rockstar. I'm just letting you guys know beforehand, you know. But yeah, let's see what's to it.
I can't believe our first hit MIT. MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
Oh my God.
I can't.
I knew it.
Pete.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker.
Oh, bro, the music, bro. Oh my God. Bro, I feel so bad for fucking Peter, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, no bullshit, gang. Like, man, bro, it's so, like, just imagine, bro, everybody you ever knew just do not remember your ass, bro. Like, you still going on life, like, you still you. But you have all the memories you got with them, but they don't remember you from a soul, bro. Like, that shit's sad. And this music that they got with this shit is even sadder, man. Let me put a like on this bitch. You know, oh my God, bro. Jesus Christ.
I can't.
I knew it.
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was gonna happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not.
So what the fuck? So they gave him the key to the city, and then like
Make everyone forget about me.
what the fuck is? What is Spider-Man supposed to do with the key to the city?
Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
Damn!
Oh, Frank, you just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself.
So Punisher.
Mother.
Go home!
Told his ass, go home.
Sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart.
Bro. What? MJ and Flash fucking Thompson, bro. Like, even though that's like comic accurate, you know, whatever. But like, I can't even imagine this version of MJ like fucking with it, like a nigga like, hey man.
Peter Parker's heart.
Wait, that's not
Sometimes
Flash.
Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's
Oh shit, that's not Flash. Oh, my bad.
What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
What the fuck?
What is happening to me?
Oh, God.
Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help.
What did you say your name was?
What?
What did you say your name was? If DNA is mutating, it would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see.
Stay out of my way. You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Brand new day.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Just a neighbor from across the hall.
They funny as hell.
Friendly neighbor.
Fuck, man. Oh my god. That's such a good fucking trailer, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Can't wait, bro. Literally can't wait. Holy shit. All right, let's watch this. It was heavy spoilers too, by the way, not new rock stars.
Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host, Paul, and
Paul wouldn't like that either. I ain't even gonna lie. Paul wouldn't like that I called them new rock stars.
this video we're breaking down Spider-Man Brand New Day. The first trailer for the film is now here, and in this video we're going to be breaking down the major talking points, Easter eggs, and things you might have missed. This trailer comes back off a big leak of the teaser on December 16th, and oh god, it's all happening again! In that, a test trailer leaked to the internet which hinted towards what's going on in the movie. And since then, speculation's been at an all-time high. Tom Holland also announced on Instagram that they were dropping sections of the teaser before then releasing the thing in full. So in this video, I'm going to try and keep things all together in one big breakdown, and we're going to cover what's been shown across the board from the leaks to the 5-second drops, the trailer, and also what we've heard about the movie. So the video is just going to cover lots of different things and sort of be not only a trailer breakdown, but also a breakdown of what we know about the film. The film is set to release July 31st, 2026 though, and it's going to be directed by Destin Daniel Cretton. He's coming over from Shang-Chi, and you might remember he was originally set to direct Avengers Kang Dynasty. As we know though, things have changed with the Russos now heading up Doomsday. So Destin's destined to switch to this and kickstart a new trilogy that's centered around Spider-Man. I do wonder how this is going to tie into the symbiote left at the end of No Way Home, and yeah, we might even get the black suit teased in the movie. But that's just speculation, and I want to discuss the trailer and all the things that we actually get revealed. Now, in case you don't know, the title refers to the 2008 comic arc, A Brand New Day. There, massive, on the side there. This storyline takes place directly after One More Day, which was heavily centered around Mephisto, who is now in the MCU as well. Who would have believed it? Me, because I made like 400 videos about it during WandaVision. No, but that built off the back of Civil War, in which Peter revealed his identity to the world. This was in order to basically co-sign the Superhuman Registration Act, which was being pushed by Tony Stark. The MCU of course did it differently, but Parker's name was put out into the world. Now in the comics, Peter's life was ruined with his loved ones being targeted by bad guys. Aunt May ended up getting shot, and thus Peter made a literal deal with the devil. Going to Mephisto, he sold his and MJ's love in order to save May's life. This erased them ever meeting, I think, and meant that they never got married. And it was very, very controversial. Knowing his loved ones could easily be targeted again, he also asked Mephisto to erase his identity from everyone's memory. For the MCU though, we of course had Strange Dude as part of the spell, which would fix the cracks in the multiverse. But yeah, the cost was the same, and with the title being the same as the follow-on arc, they're clearly going down a similar direction for the film. Now, Brand New Day explores themes of isolation, reinvention, and Peter getting a new lease on life in which he can go back to having a secret identity. It also made things slightly more grounded, well, for a bit at least. But yeah, that loneliness and isolation are something we get mirrored in the trailer, though it's very clear Peter's kind of longing for his old life. He visits Aunt May's grave and is clearly indebted to her and is living the lesson she taught him about power and responsibility. It's also been confirmed that the film will take place in 2028, so 4 years after the events of No Way Home. Because of this, MJ and Ned would have completely gone through MIT and likely be back in their hometown after graduating. So the teaser starts off with Peter basically stalking Ned and MJ on social media and looking back on the life he's lost. And he didn't like the video, but you should. I do kind of want to talk about their relationship more in just a bit, but the pair are clearly neighbours and Peter's getting closer but also trying to stay distant. In the apartment at the end of the teaser, we get a joke about him being a friendly neighbourhood person and can see several photos of Spider-Man, which I'm guessing are from Peter's job at the Bugle. Now in a change up from the leaks, we have a different song being used. I think the leak trailer though gave us more of an idea of the tone of the film, and there we had LCD sound systems, New York I love you, but you're bringing me down. It's an apt song for a post No Way Home Peter who's in this bustling city that's just filled with bad memories. His aunt's dead, no one knows him, and he's lonely, Mr. Lonely, which is the song they should have used instead. The song's lyrics about being amongst millions, yet still being alone, that mirrors the urban alienation that Peter's going through. Tonally, it's kind of an opposite of the Home trilogy, which was more about friendship, having fun, and hitting the thumbs up. Having a movie, photo or file that you think you backed up suddenly disappear can be an absolute nightmare. Your data vanishing can often feel like there's a villain working against you.
Hey man,
Ryan Airy who's out to ruin your life. How about the Ugreen NAS DH4300 about safety? It's protected with advanced here was also very deliberately, and though normally we see the city from the inside and kind of looking out at all the skyscrapers, this is just kind of shot to basically reinforce the idea that New York's an island. Well, Manhattan, but you know what I mean. It plays into the idea of isolation, and we then get a shot of Peter in his apartment. The camera's set up so he's far away from it, and it reflects the island shot really well. This is the apartment where he went to at the end of No Way Home, and it's clear that he's just focused on being Spider-Man. But yeah, he's off in the distance, not close to us, we're far away from him, and he's all by himself, just like the island shot. Now if you've seen the leaked trailer, then you'll know Peter's narration was very present throughout. He's sounding like he's narrating a letter he hasn't sent yet, and is speaking directly to MJ. Hi, my name is Peter Parker. Sorry, it doesn't sound like that at all. Hi, my name's Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we knew each other. Something bad was gonna happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. In between this, we get cuts of him getting praised by the city to then cuts of his washing machine, which kind of juxtaposes the differences between his public life as an anonymous celebrity when compared to the mundanity of who he is as Peter Parker. And erasing Peter Parker is basically what he did. Like, he completely killed that side of his life. The only way to show that you even existed are by people who remember you and the records that were kept. However, if you saw the extended edition of No Way Home, then you know that even stuff like the photos they took in Venice, they had his face obscured by birds and stuff. So Peter Parker is dead. Well, to the world anyway. But yeah, he obviously has to live with that. It's at this point in the narration that Peter then triumphantly says that he's also Spider-Man, and this underscores the brand new day motif. In that comic, his personal life takes a back seat, and he focuses more on being Spider-Man. And don't call me moron. This trailer really feels like a celebration of that side though, and we get several iconic Spider-Man covers recreated. If you've been paying attention to the interviews with Feige when discussing the film, then you'll know that he said this was an element he was really excited to do. We have nods to the cover of Amazing Fantasy, which Spider-Man first debuted in, and it's probably the most iconic cover for the character. It's been recreated so many times, from like when we got the black suit, and Alex Ross has even done a version, and yeah, no doubt we'll get lots of versions in the future. We also have a direct nod to this cover as well. I want to shout out Alex CC for that one, because I spent ages and ages looking for this cover because I couldn't remember what number it was. And yeah, googling Spider-Man comic book cover didn't really help, but Alex sent me that, so thank you very much. Now we also have the Red Hand Gang as well. This gang worships a demon known as the Beast, and they're a clan made up of martial arts experts. And yes, that is the Punisher in the image with them, who we'll talk more about in just a bit. But yeah, this stuff highlights the kind of people that Spider-Man's going to be taking on in this film. It's very street level stuff, you know, car chases, that sort of thing. Well, at least to a point. We also see MJ with a new guy who I'm guessing is Paul from the comics, and lad's a dickhead mate, but he has a great name. In the comics, Paul and MJ ended up dating in Peter's absence, and I think it's going to be a similar thing here. I do wonder if we're also going to get a similar scene to the ending of No Way Home, where he sees the cut on her head, and then realizes he's always going to cause shit for her if he stays. But this guy is played by Iman Esfandi, who you might also recognize as playing Ezra Bridger in Ahsoka. You might also notice that MJ has a slight hint of red in her hair, which is obviously a nod to the comics. I do think Peter's going to start popping up in MJ's life a lot, and the pair clearly meet back up. We even had a line that was leaked from the script that shows she had a slight sense of deja vu. This is something clearly playing on her mind, which we see when Peter gets the key to the city. This also kind of spoils Daredevil Born Again, as we see that Sheila is now in fact the mayor, so Fisk lost out, spoiler alert. Also think that we're going to see Peter helping out during Thunderbolts. A lot of the shots of the sky have that bluish hue to them, like what happened with the Void. We know that Florence Pugh is going to feature in the movie as well, and I wonder if her taking part in the Thunderbolts finale is going to be how she cameos. Now, while we've been looking at what's happened before, sort of as a reaction to the spell, Peter's life isn't bound to being forgotten, and a dynamic change comes in the form of Sadie Sink's character. If you've been paying attention to the leaks, then you'll know she's been speculated and reported on as lots of different characters. These have ranged from Gwen Stacy, Black Cat, and even recently Jean Grey.
Honestly, I thought she was gonna be Jean Grey. Like, it makes sense, like, for her to be Jean Grey. Just saying. I don't know. Even Black Cat. Like, I don't know. Even all of them make sense, to be honest. But
How about
I don't know.
the looks we've had clearly show her as being an antagonist. In our breakdown of the trailer leak, I talked about how it had been reported that she might be Shathra, and this is a spider wasp that hunts spider totems. Long and short of it is that it was revealed in the comics that Spider-Men and women across the multiverse were basically spider totems that were connected to the great web that was kind of connecting everything across the Spider-Verse. These totems also had predators that hunted them, and we had a gang of vampires that were killing spider characters across the Spider-Verse, which is in the Spider-Verse and Spider-Geddon books, which is actually really, really good, and I recommend that you pick them up. Either way, the lines we've heard from her are, "You're a mess, Spider-Man, don't get in my way when I'm running up the hill, or else it won't just be your friends who don't remember you." So this clearly shows that she wasn't affected by the spell and is something more than simply human. I definitely don't think she's a hero. Alex CC also theorized that she might be Typhoid Mary, aka Mary Walker. Walker was the leader of the Hand at one point, and she's also a redhead, a mutant, and has mind control powers. So she has all of the things that this character would need to be able to see into Peter's mind and know about his past. Now if she is Jean Grey, then that ability ties in as well, and we've of course seen Jean also take villainous turns in the past. So it is possible that she is in fact showing some of that Phoenix side. If that's the case, then Brand New Day could be a way to soft launch the X-Men into the MCU beyond just stuff with the multiverse. Due to them having powerful psychics like Jean and Professor X, they may have even pulled off their own forgetting spell and made the world stop thinking about them. Would be weak, because yeah, they would have done an Eternals and sat back as Thanos destroyed the universe, but that could make sense. Jean may have also been pulled over in No Way Home as one of the people who knew Peter's identity because, yeah, a psychic would. Her abilities may have protected her from the spell though, and she could have spent these last 4 years hidden away. Beyond that, we've also had promotional images leaked for Boomerang, Tarantula, Scorpion and Hulk, who obviously included, but it just shows that there's going to be a big roster of villains. Personally, I think those lesser known ones are going to kind of be in a montage where like Peter's taking out crime throughout the city, because
That's low-key cool. Boomerang, Scorpion, Hulk.
I just
hope Hulk is like
and I
Berserker
do think
Hulk,
that's the way they'll
like
be
real
used, where
Hulk.
it's kind of like small, lesser-known villains to show that he's been engaging in things on a street level. We also see her in Peter's apartment and get a great shot of Peter in a puddle. Kinda shows his world's been turned upside down, and he's now potentially through the looking glass into a different kind of universe and reality. Not in the reality, but he's just discovering own things about his world with like spider totems and shit. We also see Peter hanging upside down shirtless and looking at his wrists. Gonna need some clothes, mate, if you're shirtless like that, and why not check out our merch store right below the video. There we have lots of Marvel and Doomsday inspired stuff, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. We also have discounts as well, and the more you buy, the more money you save. Anyway, this shirtless scene introduces a brand new ability. Peter has created organic web shooters similar to the Raimiverse. This was brought up by Tobey Maguire's version in No Way Home, and it seems that Peter's now got that as well. We also hear in the voiceover how spiders have 3 life cycles. This could be why Peter was in a web cocoon and why he comes out different. Now these are times of change in which Peter may have developed these abilities. It's also possible that they could be heading towards adapting Man-Spider. This is when the spider pod takes over, and it's kind of a mutation that, look, I'm missing a loadout of this, but it's basically a mutation that could symbolize Peter casting the Peter side of his life to the side by focusing on the Spider-Man side. In the comics, the mutation was triggered by Dr. Kirk Connors, who I'm sure you know as the Lizard. So if they do go this way, it could be a way to introduce the character. The fact that he's mutating as well may hint at Connors being in the film. Let's be honest, yeah, since no one knows who Peter is, we're gonna have to get so many new characters that we haven't seen in the MCU yet.
A detail to really pay attention to throughout the trailer though is the web shooters. I actually think they might have given Peter those big massive silver ones so that when he's not wearing them, they're a lot more noticeable. We do see silver ones on his wrists at several points, but then there's stuff where they're missing. Peter gets scanned at one point as well, and it seems like that could be checking for the mutation.
Now, it's also thought that the person explaining this to Peter could be Marvin Jones III, who's playing Tombstone. Images have leaked of him holding Spider-Man over the edge of a building, and this is actually also a direct reference to the comics as well. He's a notorious New York crime boss who rules the underworld of
New York City.
This evolution seems to be going to his spider sense as well. I do also wonder if this is Sadie Sink's character potentially entering his mind, and that may be the case if she's indeed Typhoid Mary. This is clearly uncontrollable though, and there's also the idea that in these cycles, the spider can be left vulnerable. We know that Michael Mando is finally coming back after being teased at the end of Homecoming, and it's been 84 months.
In the teaser, we do see him in a suit smacking Spider-Man like the like button, and I'm so glad that we're finally getting the costume. Because of this, I also want to know what's going to happen with the Vulture.
Last we saw, he was off in the Morbius universe, which we know has been discontinued. So I do wonder if they're going to just ignore that and have him back on this Earth. Either way, we also get Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner. Peter has clearly sought him out, and he's completely aware of who Parker is. So I do even wonder if Peter's going to give the speech to him about the whole memory spell that is the voiceover in the trailer and stuff. It's also possible that he'll become a mentor to Peter and may even help him with his mutation. He's someone who's of course familiar with mutating himself, but it may end up having very adverse consequences. We know from the leaks that Hulk will be going back to the Savage Hulk, and he will rage out and become the Beast once more, which may lead to World War Hulk. According to the leaks in the wake of Brave New World, people will be hunting Hulks due to what happened to the President, and thus Banner's in the crosshairs. So him going back to this, I do kind of wonder if that ties into Peter's mutation.
The pair are going to be fighting throughout the movie, and we have a shot where Peter's doing his classic slingshot web move. However, he does look like he's being yanked as well, and it could potentially be Hulk throwing him across the city.
The trailer's also packed with shots of the stuff that we saw filmed in Scotland. During summer, on my birthday to be exact, that was where we saw them shooting the convoy scene and also got the costume reveal. Now why I know it was then is because I was out at Derren Brown for my birthday, and then they dropped the first look and I came home to do work. And I was pretty drunk, so if you want to see a drunk rambling reaction, then that's the video for you. Now, who may be hunting the Hulk is the Punisher, who's also in the teaser.
I'm here to save your ass. I'm here to save your ass, Peter. I'm here to save your ass, kid.
Just my John Bernthal impression there. No Way Home, of course, had the Netflix connection.
Low-key, he got a good, like, American accent.
In Daredevil though, and this is bringing Bernthal's Punisher to carry on that motif. Makes me wonder as well if we might even see Daredevil at one point. However, focusing on the Punisher, you know, it clearly looks like he's hunting the Hulk. I feel like that's why there's some confusion about what Peter and the Punisher are doing there, and why he thinks he's saving Peter when Pete probably feels fine around Banner. Because yeah, they've known the Hulk for years at this point. Punisher has also been an adversary to Spider-Man at points, and I do wonder if they're going to recreate that classic cover with the sniper rifle. We also have the Red Hand tie-in as well, and he could end up clashing with them, or maybe even leading them, I don't know. Peter being with the Punisher though also kind of shows how we're maturing from the fun frolicking high school adventure that we've had in the past in the home trilogy. I feel like this highlights the real maturity that the character's going through. Having the Punisher there, him messing with the Hulk, doing this convoy stuff, it just makes things feel a bit more adult. It's also a great teaser as well, I feel, and such a solid way to build hype for the movie.
Agreed.
It's one of my favourite teasers for the character, and yeah, I love the direction that they're taking it in. To me, this does what a teaser should, in that it kind of shows the movie, gives a general tone and idea, but there's a ton here to speculate about, and not really many things that are given away. Even Sadie Sink's character, the role she's going to play, is still a mystery, and I love that they're not just laying it all out there. They're also showing where the character could be going in terms of evolution. That's not only in tone, but also the new abilities and new characters. Feels way more of a conflict in terms of what it means to be Peter Parker at this point, and he could quite easily stop being Spider-Man and go back to his anonymity, but he also doesn't really have anything else to live for, which is such a great concept for the film. Also, love the ending of No Way Home, and that's one of my favourite comic book movie endings ever, so I do wonder where they can take things beyond that, but yeah, great way to start it. In the end, I feel the Spider-Man Brand New Day teaser is a poignant glimpse into Peter's loneliest and most isolated chapter yet. However, it promises rebirth amongst the lost. There's new powers, unlikely allies, and some foes we've not seen on screen before. And I am excited. This and the Doomsday trailers have got me really pumped for what Marvel's got in store, and yeah, 2026, we're living it up, it's gonna be a big year. I hope you join me for all the updates on those as well, and please drop a like on the video and also drop a comment with all your thoughts below. If you want to follow us on Instagram and keep up to date with...
Alrighty, man. Honestly, man, not gonna lie to you. I am so glad that this trailer was good. Like, full transparency, guys. Like, I don't know, man. I just thought, like, it was gonna probably be, like, I'm not gonna say ass, but, like, you know, it's gonna be, like, really watered down, not good. You know how Marvel be sometimes. But I really enjoy it. I really can't wait until this movie comes out. If every movie is like this on the way up, we're good. We're gonna be great. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna put this video out today. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be live streaming probably tomorrow. Put out some more shorts, you know how it goes, man. But if anything, Aaron on me out. Peace. Love you guys.
Ready for whatever, ready, let's get that. Cause Glenn Saki wanna have some little devil. Just got a new belt, cut off for whoever. Smoothing in you heaven, you bro should do better. Bitch think I'm tricking.